Hey guys, it's Cthulthu here. So I guess this isn't a big deal anymore, but I still feel like it's worth celebrating. And I just realised I have no space in my inventory for what I'm about to pick up, so it's time to actually start using my yak. And he's now sitting on my drop. There's my Abyssal Whip. So I guess it's still a rare item. It's still probably the rarest item these guys drop, with exception to anything on the Ring of Wealth circuit. So like the Sourdough Brews or something like that. But yeah, Abyssal Demon Whip, yeah, that's it, is what it is called, I guess. Yeah, my first one of these in quite a while. I have no idea. I haven't been keeping count, unfortunately, anymore, of how many Abyssal Whips I've got in total since I started slaying. Which is, I guess it's a shame, but it's basically when I started making these YouTube videos that I stopped taking pictures of pretty much everything, because this is like my new way of recording this kind of stuff, instead of taking pictures, taking videos. I mean, if I wanted to go back to day one of the vlogs, then that would then I'd be able to count all the whips that I'd shown you in the videos and work out how many my new total was. But yeah, I'm not going to go ahead and do that. This is my new way of recording my totals, even though I won't know the number exactly. It's probably in the 60s, maybe the 70s. But yeah, there's a new Abyssal Whip, the first one I've got in probably about a year now. The last time I was getting them, they were probably still worth 2 to 3 million then, and I was probably talking back then about how cheap they were in comparison to what I would expect them to be. But now they're even worse. They're what, 400, 500k? Oh well, I'm still going to show you every whip I get. I'm still going to show you every dark bow I get, because they're still rare drops, even if they aren't worth that much. And I'm still going to be saving those kind of drops. So we'll be able to see in my Slayer tab how it grows. I guess we can't really call it a Slayer tab though, because it does incorporate basically resources that I get. But as long as they're resources that I attain myself by some method, then they'll go into the drop tab, and hopefully that'll build up to be very nice. And in fact, you know what? I'm going to show you a clip from another video. Maybe not a clip, maybe just a standalone picture or something like that, and then give you a bit of commentary over it. Or maybe I'll just show it to you at the end, so you can just pause the video at the end and have a look at it. But I used to have a really nice Slayer tab going on with the drops, because something that I would also do back then was go to Dagonoth Kings for my Dagonoth tasks, and that would result in me getting quite a few drops. And at one point I think I had, like, I don't know, 20 whips, bow, staffs of light, berserker rings, warrior rings, dragon axes, the whole lot of them. I had a lot in my drop tab back then. And then unfortunately I had to sell it all up, because I wanted to get my first party hat, which was a purple party hat. I believe it was my first one anyway, but no, in fact I'm pretty sure it was my first party hat ever. But yeah, that came by selling 100 million worth of stuff from my drop tab. In fact, it was more than 100 million. It was probably knocking on the door of 200, maybe 300. I can't remember, but I'll show you a picture, or I'll show you a clip, whatever I happen to have right at the end of this video, probably, as long as I remember, that is. Right, so I'm going to go, and I'm going to get more whips, and I'm going to come back when I have more whips, or I'm going to come back for an effigy, because effigies are just very nice. Hey guys, I'm going to keep it short this time. Second Abyssal Whip. Hopefully the audio is better as well this time, because the audio was terrible last time. And yet again, I don't have space for the actual drop, so I've got 65 natures. I think that's pretty rare. I can't remember now. But a second Abyssal Whip within the last 10, 15 kills, something like that. It hasn't been very long at all. Anyway, I'm going back to watching the series that I'm watching, Raising Hope, and I will see you for the third Abyssal Whip for the hat trick in the next 10 to 15 kills, obviously. Hey guys, it's Cthulthu here, and I've just had the strangest thing happen to me for quite a while. So unfortunately the pile is gone now, which is a real shame. But apparently their bots still exist. They're still using their dragon meds, their granite tops, and their dragon legs and boots, etc. And but apparently they're not 100%. You know, they're not 100% on point. And I say that because if you take a good look at my inventory, you'll see a dragon med, you'll see a Zil shield, you'll see some dragon boots, you'll see glory, a ring of wealth, and the chain that I just got from a demon. So yes. If you come to the Black Demons, not only can you expect to get normal Black Demon drops, but every now and again you will find a bot that dies. And when the bot dies, you get all their all their stuff. Well, with exception to the whip, the top, and the legs, it seems. So yeah, this has been more profiting and more profitable than most trips that I go on, definitely, I would say. I hope this happens quite often. I don't know, has it ever happened to you guys that actually slay here? Because now I'm actually going to be keeping an eye on all the bots from now on. And there are 2 bots, so if I happen to find that there's only 1 bot left, then I'll start looking for his grave. Because it won't get blessed, and I'll get to keep his stuff, and I'll live happily ever after, is what I meant to say. So yeah, that was really unexpected. So a bot died. I didn't actually see him die. I didn't see the grave either, but I did see the shield, and also the med helm that was on top of the shield. So it kind of stuck out, and I was like, yeah, I'll have me some of that. So yeah. That is very interesting, and I hope a few more of these guys die, because, and also the other thing about it was, so the other things he had on him, he had a Falador teleport, he had a combat potion, he had, and I think that's it, he had 1 infernal ashes, and then the rest were lobsters that he were carrying, so he had a huge amount of food. So God knows why he didn't actually heal up or anything like that. I think maybe my cannon might be helping me here. I think maybe it interfered with them and then maybe screwed them up. But who knows what actually happened? I just hope it happens again, and it makes this trip even more profitable than usual. Well, actually, you know what? It isn't profitable at all because of the cannon, but maybe it'll allow me to break even from now on. So let's hope that these 2 of undecipherable names will die very, very soon for me. Okay, so see you in the next clip.